A solar eclipse is coming on Saturday, and for some of us in the West, we are going to see the sun almost completely blocked out by the moon. It's lead weather team meteorologist Joe Martucci. This kind of solar eclipse is called the Ring of Fire because the moon is going to block out the sun, yes, but it's not going to fully do so. You're still going to see a little ring of sun around the moon, but for all intents and purposes, it's going to get dark and it's going to be really cool if you're in the path of totality here. So this is going to come at you fast. We're talking about 2, maybe 3 minutes worth of totality, and this is going to move from west to east. So we start off on the coast of Oregon at 9:15 a.m. Pacific time. You see this moving into Corvallis in Albany, starting around 9:16 a.m. and then by 9:19, the totality is over. It moves a little further inland into Oregon here, getting into Nevada. Places like Elko, you'll see the eclipse from about 9:21 to 9:24 a.m. here on Saturday, making its way closer towards the Utah-Nevada border just a minute or two later. And from there, it goes over the Four Corners. That's pretty cool. And then it will go over the biggest city to see the totality. That will be San Antonio, Texas, as we get towards noon Central Time here, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, and then going out to sea into the Gulf of Mexico as we get to noon itself, Central Time. Of course, you want that clear sky so you can really get the full effect of this. So where you're seeing this yellow line, that's the exact center point of who will see totality here. Watch what happens as we go forward. Remember, this is an Eastern time, so we have to subtract 3 hours. By the time we get towards totality in Corvallis, we're just after 9:15 a.m. We're actually looking to be pretty much clear. Most of Oregon should be clear. And then as we go just a couple minutes later into Elko, Nevada, and in much of northern Nevada here, we're going to see some cloud cover around. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a cloudy day. We'll go with partly cloudy to partly sunny. So therefore, you'll still be able to see some of this. Just maybe a cloud might be blocking the moon and the sun itself. Then from there, we'll still get some of the sun being blocked out by the moon as late as about 10 a.m. You see that 40% or greater contour in much of the west. And then after about 10 a.m., then we're just talking about a very small part of the sun being blocked out. Essentially, it'll still look bright out. But it will be a neat thing to see, especially on the weather perspective, because temperatures probably will drop a little bit as the moon blocks out the sun and we lose some of that daytime heating. So we'll have another forecast update for you on this later this week. And on your favorite local news website, you can get a DIY on how to safely view the solar eclipse.